Good morning, everybody. Brett here with Double Shots. I'm excited because Dylan has asked me to go ahead and do another video today. Something in comparison. First and foremost, just to let you all know, I was not paid or given a promotion to go ahead and do this. I'm doing this independently on my own. In a way, kind of take it with maybe a little bit of a grain of salt because it's odd comparisons that are going on, but I am showing record compared to anything. I'm comparing 5G speeds to 4G speeds, and I will go ahead and I will talk about everything. So 5G. 5G, every carrier has their own definition of what it is between AT&T, Sprint, which is now T-Mobile, as well as Verizon. So they all have a different bandwidth, gigahertz, that they run everything on. So we're going to do a comparison today, and these are newer, updated models that we're doing it. First and foremost, this one right here is a Sprint S20 5G. Works really, really good. It's a daily driver phone. Great reception, the whole 9 yards. To point into this, first and foremost, we are in the St. Louis market. So Sprint, T-Mobile, same company now. T-Mobile took over everything to go ahead. They launched in the St. Louis market their 5G network, which has been pretty impressive. One of the nice things about where I live really adjacent from a cellular tower for all the networks. So I can physically, if I looked out my back window, I could wave to the carrier tower, and I could see all those towers and all what they have to go ahead and have for Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, or I might as well just say AT&T or T-Mobile instead of Sprint anymore, and going from there. So T-Mobile's low-band 5G network is nationwide and it runs on a 600 megahertz spectrum, which is their low band 600 megahertz. The company's mid band is on 2.5 gigahertz holdings and high band wave at the top. So pretty much that's how their network goes. So we're going to also do a speed test to compare here. Now, Verizon's 5G includes their 28 and 39 gigahertz wave bands. Their 5G spectrum will span at the widest across the radio spectrum. Meanwhile, their 2 and 3G's technologies, they're at 2100 megahertz. Their 4G is added at 600 megahertz, 700 megahertz, 1.7, 2.1 gigahertz, and 2.5 gigahertz. So there's a lot. Now, one thing why I'm saying a grain of salt, we are comparing apples to oranges. First and foremost, in the St. Louis market, Verizon doesn't carry 5G, unfortunately. Bummer. So if I wanted to get 5G service with my S20 Ultra with Verizon, I'm going to have to go, my nearest place to go, Kansas City, Missouri. That would be the next closest. Or I could go to Chicago. They have it as well, too. And they have what's called ultra-wideband 5G. So right now, we're just going to be comparing 4G LTE service compared to 5G services. Now, this one right here is a Sprint, or I should just say T-Mobile, and it does have 5G. It's had 5G for about 2 months. Been pretty solid, if you ask me my opinion. Where I've gone with it, it's done very, very good. I have not experienced a hiccup or glitch with it at all, which has been pretty impressive because I've heard in my area T-Mobile doesn't work well a lot. Ever since they launched this 5G and it's kind of combined itself, I think it's been pretty impressive things. So it's up to you as far as off of things. A lot of people keep their phones on their own home Wi-Fi just for signal purposes and speed when they're browsing the web or doing multitasking, pulling up apps or anything of that nature. A lot of people do. But me being me, I like the fact that they're offering unlimited. So, hey, if I'm getting unlimited in my plan, I'm paying for that. So I should be able to keep my phone directly onto my phone's cellular network to be able to browse speeds. That way you're feeling confident about it. And that's just exactly what I do. I keep my Verizon phone on 4G. I keep my Sprint phone on 5G. So that way I don't have to go ahead and put it onto a Wi-Fi network. I've been pretty much impressed by both. Speeds, typically, I'm going to show you the difference between, and again, I would take apples to oranges because right now we're comparing 5G to 4G. And if speed matters to you, well, maybe this will make a difference from you as far as off of it. So let me go ahead and get into here, and then Dylan's going to go ahead and put the camera onto each and every phone. So we're here at speed test. Speed test is a great way. You're going to notice, here we go, Elite Fiber. It's going to show what network it's going through. You can even change these as far as how you go with it. So you can change everything from point A to point B. I want to have that go off of Sprint network, Kansas City, Missouri. And then I want this one to go off of Verizon in St. Louis. Now keep in mind, this is LTE, this is 5G. Here's your 5G speeds compared to your 4G LTE speeds. And pretty impressive if you look at it as far as on the 5G, you're at over 100. And I'll let you know, for in my area, for Sprint, it's pretty impressive. Now look at your speeds of what you're going up to as far as on your upload speeds. So on your Sprint for 5G, you are getting 110 megabits per second down, 25 megabits per second upload. On the Verizon that only is having 4G, you're getting 37 megabits per second download and 3.68 megabits per second on the upload. So it is quite different in comparison when it comes down to network. Again, I'm comparing apples to oranges off of that. I'm comparing those apples to oranges once again, simply because, again, I'm using two different networks and two different speeds. But I'm showing that in comparison because, honestly, to tell you the truth, the speed isn't really that bad for this. What I do like about T-Mobile's plans is there's an abundance of hotspot usage. So this phone is actually grandfathered into Sprint's old plan because it was originally Sprint and then T-Mobile, and it gave me 100 gigs of mobile hotspot. So I keep this phone just sitting around just for the mobile hotspot usage itself. It works really great. And again, I've traveled into parts of the area, and I'll name going out for, when you get out past Forestell, when you get out to Montgomery County, when you get out to Callaway County, I still have 5G service with this phone. That's pretty impressive. So in areas that I noticed before when it was under LTE that would drop, that were, say, no service available, they have beefed up their network by putting that in there. So that's a FYI. Now, typical ranges do depend, and it varies per phone that you do have. Not every phone is capable of getting 5G. I'm hoping that Verizon will get something with 5G here in the next couple months or something going into our area, so that way I can go back and do another video. But this one's pretty impressive alone right here. This is even faster than my home internet, believe it or not. So my home internet only gets about 100, and it doesn't even pull to 100. I think it pulls about 80. Keep in mind, I do have a lot of stuff interconnecting to my home, and I use AT&T for my home Wi-Fi as well. So that's something that, again, that's not bad, and it is better on the uploads than my home. So sometimes I do use the mobile hotspot just if I have to upload something. It really is impressive. I've been really impressed with how T-Mobile's gone about this, going from point A to point B with that merger. And Verizon, they're great as well too. I've had coverage wherever I go with them as well too. Same areas if traveling down I-70, Montgomery City, Callaway County, Boonville, same areas. I've had that same coverage with it. Going from there, the difference is 4G compared to 5G. Now, one day what I am going to do is I'm going to go to Kansas City, and I will do a video with the Verizon 5G because with the Ultra Band, what happens is Verizon gives you that package add-on in your plan. So don't think just because you have 4G in your home market, that doesn't mean if you go to a place with a 5G phone that you're not going to get it. You should be able to convert right over to that network. Once you get into that area, it should automatically switch over to that tower. And it would be able to recognize that you do have 5G services. And keep in mind, in order to have the 5G services, you have to have a 5G phone. So on T-Mobile, even if you had the S10 5G, kiss it goodbye, it's a paperweight for 5G services. You have to upgrade to the S20 series to go ahead and get that. And I think they've finally converted all their stores over to T-Mobile stores. That was as of August 3rd, going from there. So really, really impressive. I've been really impressed with the 5G services. Now, here's another thing. Does 5G matter to you? I don't know. If you stay on Wi-Fi, it won't probably matter to you. Nowadays, carriers are making it to where you can upgrade your phone almost immediately next to nothing and giving them back the old device and going and getting a new device. That's pretty much how they got to do to it. But now keep in mind, you got to pay it. So it doesn't mean you can just go and swap out your device. You actually have to pay into that to be able to upgrade your device. So I would rather be the person that would buy out the device directly, so that way you don't have to worry about sending it back, and you can just upgrade and go from there. But again, you have to have a 5G capable device. That S20 line, those are all 5G capable. Have that comparison going forward. So those are some of the tips that, again, and then let's go ahead and do another speed test. I'll go ahead and get it set up here again, just so that way I can show you that again. 1 second. And we're going to go back to it as well, too. Again, we're back. And the reason it says connections multi there, I do have a VPN that I can use, too. But now, here we go. We're going to go ahead and click same time. Who's going to connect? And again, LTE speed versus 5G. And it does take a while for the 5G to get up there, but it is really impressive. Now, you see the speeds that are there. Does it matter to you? Bigger, better network, kind of going from there. It's something that is up to the consumer to be able to do. If you're looking for fast speeds, in my market, there you go, right there. That's a live demo of actually what 5G can do compared to 4G speeds. To me, the upload speed's still abysmal on the Verizon side of things. So, and in 5G, it's about pretty comparable what I see with 4G LTE in the St. Louis market with Verizon. So again, it comes down to user, what kind of speeds they want to see. Is T-Mobile a good company? They're a great company. They're excellent. Is Verizon a great company? Again, it's all user choices. Plans, what's going to benefit you as the consumer. If you're looking for 5G, I would recommend picking one of these up in the St. Louis market, one of the S20s, and going from there with it. They have the S20 5G, the S20 Plus, and the Ultra. The Ultra being the biggest one of them all. T-Mobile, they have that 5G coverage. I know they did have a problem with their Ultras connecting with the 5G, but also keep in mind phone updates, they kind of go from there as well too with it. So I hope you like this video. If you like it, subscribe to Double Shots channel. They're a great group of people. Dylan usually does the video gaming. Morgan usually does the baking, and she's done a couple video games as well too. Me, I'll come in from time to time and go ahead and do a technology video. If you have any comments, you want to know anything about these two particular phones, let me know. If you want me to do a review on a phone, go ahead and comment, and I can go ahead and I can put something together for you. I'm kind of the technology junkie on the smartphones. If you're looking to upgrade a smartphone, I could give you advice and kind of go from there. And again, remember, these are opinions. I was not paid by either Sprint or T-Mobile or Verizon to go ahead and give these reviews. It's my own reviews-based opinion going from there. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and thanks again to Double Shots for allowing me to do this video on their channel. Thank you.